Welcome to our third wall video on how to use our great new feature, USB Wall. We think you'll really like USB Wall. It allows you to register USB sticks for a given client, and then where you've activated the USB Wall policy, only those USB sticks will work. So let's dive in and take a look at how it works. So you start out by going to your navigation tree and going to a client. We've got one here called RMM Plus. Let's double click it and open it. And you'll see there is a new third wall tab. This is new to version 2.2. Now this is important. USB wall is only installed on version 2.2 and above. So be aware of that. If you've got something older, it's not going to work. It's not even going to be there. This screen will be missing. So when you click on the client, again, we're going to register some USB sticks for this entire client. This is the screen that comes up. And it's asking you to, let's capture some pens, pens being the other name for data sticks. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do that, give me a little warning here and say, okay. Then it's asking me to insert a pen, which I will do. And we'll take a second here. And you notice this one is not NTFS formatted. That's okay, just a little bit less capability with auditing. And I will continue, and I'm going to insert an optional name. We'll call it Bob. This stick is going to be issued to Bob at this client. And we're going to hit save. And you can see there it pops up with Bob. I'm going to remove this stick, and it's going to ask me to insert another pen. And I am doing that as soon as it sees it. Also NTFS, so I'm using older data sticks. I'm going to put this one to Mary. I'm going to hit save, and you can see there's Bob and Mary. We're going to end the capture. That's all the only ones I've got here. So we can do that, and you can sort these. Different ways to look at it. Obviously, that'll help if you've got thousands of these. I've only got two, so it's pretty easy. But these are now the only two data sticks that will work on any given computer where this policy is turned on. So that's really all we need to know about this, other than, I can remove a pen. So let's select Mary, and we're going to remove Mary, and give it a second, and Mary is gone. So that stick is no longer authorized on any of these particular locations. So we're going to exit the client screen and go to, let's pick this policy called Tampa, or this, excuse me, location called Tampa. And I'll double click on Tampa, and we'll open the third wall tab. And you'll see there's a number of different policies already turned on. I'm assuming you're already familiar with this. And by the way, you can double check here. Version 2.2, so I'm good to go here. And then we're going to go down here to Data I/O Security, because this is all about securing the data. And you can see under Data I/O Security, there is USB Wall. So let's go down there and take a look. One thing to notice is this is mutually exclusive of these two other USB policies. You can have these on in various locations, but if you have them, then registered sticks won't matter. They only matter in locations where you have this. And you'll notice that this has this little extra symbology. USB Wall is a premium feature, so it costs a little extra if you're going to use it. And you can find out more about that on our website. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Oh, and it asked me if I want to continue, and I may incur monthly charges. I'm going to click yes. I'm going to agree to the terms, and that allows me to do so. Now, one thing to know about what I just went through is only a third wall admin can agree to additional charges. So I'm going to see additional charges at the end of the month, only for those locations where I'm enabling this policy. So I haven't saved yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you notice these other two are grayed out. I can't even use them. And this just gets turned on just like any regular policy. I can undo it, I can turn it off, all sorts of things I can do to it. But for now, the only USB sticks that will work on this location are those that are registered. So that in fact, only the one that I've registered, because I removed the other one, as you recall. So pretty straightforward and simple. Whenever somebody in this location now tries to save to a data stick that isn't registered, it will say, nope, can't do that. Pretty simple. Um, this is the essence of what we've got with USB Wall. But of course, there's one other thing. This being all about data protection and preventing your clients, your users, from losing data walking out the door on a data stick. What if somebody on a USB wall enabled computer actually writes a file to that? Well, that's an interesting thing to do. And I'm going to drop over here back to this screen, and I'm going to do at the client level, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go down to data views, and I'm going to go down to third wall v2, and I'm going to use the USB wall file transfer audit. And I'm going to generate a report. Now it's empty right now since we haven't had any sticks on any of these computers being used. But if somebody was to write to this to any registered data stick, and again a non-registered data stick won't even work, but if they write to a registered data stick, you'll get the file name, the user, the location, the transfer time and date, of course, and the computer name. So all that will show up in a few other fields as you see, and you can then sort it and create a spreadsheet, export it, whatever you want to do, and send it to the client and say, hey, here's a list of every file that was put on a USB stick. And that can be terribly interesting for them. Something that they might want to understand. What are people transferring to data sticks and why? Why did Bob transfer the financials or the client list to a data stick? And that could raise a few interesting questions. So there you go. This is USB Wall in a nutshell. And we hope you use it. We hope your clients love it. We hope that you can increase your cybersecurity with this and the other 57 policies and extraneous buttons, emergency action buttons, and reports that we provide to you all for a very amazing price. Thanks for using Third Wall, and we look forward to a continued long relationship with you.